business started as a hobby. My grandson was out of school for the summer, and he wasn't working. After a couple of weeks, I said, I'll think of something to keep you busy. And after a couple of weeks, I decided to go to the auction and buy a car. And I said, well, when I buy this car, you detail it and we sell it and we split the profit. From that day on, it started, I was going to the auction every week, buying a couple of cars, and he would detail it and we would sell it and split the profit. The business sort of took off from there.
I'm a member of the American Business Women's Association. We just recently launched a chapter here in Florence called Women on the Rise. And these women are on the rise, and they came to talk with us about the Business Development Center. And I called them the next day to schedule my appointment. They each do a different part of the business. One helps to provide the structure and infrastructure, and the other one the financial. So I wanted both of them together. So we worked and coordinated until we could get a meeting with all three of us to be able to see who we are, where we're trying to go. Oh, it was critical because we're thinking it through and kind of building it as we fly it. And they know the terminology for what we've already accomplished and where we're trying to go. Just as we've been talking today, when we are stumbling over something, each will say, so you did this and that. To find experts who have done it and can help you to identify best practices going forward, because you can make enough mistakes, but you can eliminate some of the bigger ones just by joining the professional association, getting the software, the data management system, and being consistent. Concerned about your customers. We want every deal to be a win-win. He was already making a living before we did this. That's not what this is about. This is about providing a service. The slogan on our card is Good Deal Car Sales, where everybody rides, and I have a problem with that, but he is committed that everybody is going to ride, so.
That has always been my goal, for everybody to ride, and there have been times in my life where I couldn't buy a car, because of decisions that I made in life, and I got to the point, I've been blessed to get to the point where I can pretty much buy whatever I want. And then I look back on where I came from, and I said, well, I want to make a difference. And so that is one of the reasons that we are still here and we do what we do.
So when it comes to the future and where we see it going to Brandon. He's our grandson. And it was basically started for the grandsons so that they could never have to look for a job, but actually be able to employ other people. So his is the vision that will take it forward.
So my vision is to expand with multiple stores in multiple areas and to keep growing and continue to help the community and pretty much put everybody in the car that they're happy with and enjoy driving.
Hi, I'm Joyce Black. I'm with the State Small Business Credit Initiative, and it was a pleasure to work with Rita and Tommy Presley on their business. They had a need for legal assistance, and we were able to put them in into one of our programs to help them get their company structured professionally and legally. And they were such a great team to work with. They just, I've never seen entrepreneurs who are so professional, and then they have the need to always turn back and help the community. In fact, they even volunteered to do workshops for some of our other clients. So I enjoyed working with them. We'll continue to work with them to help our community, because they are doing a fabulous job.
I'm E.G. Oakman Black. I am with the South Carolina Small Business Development Center. And what I appreciated about working with Rita and Tommy is the fact that they are very much business oriented as it relates to the community. Their whole purpose and goal is to give back to the community through their business ventures. What we did for them through the SBDC was essentially because they are such sound business owners, their businesses are growing, and they needed some help with figuring out their operational structure, setting up a holding company, figuring out all of the moving parts, and we were able through several strategy sessions and meetings to give them key tools and resources that they needed to continue to grow their business and continue to pour back into the community.